Do you know? It is too late to read the book in this life. The story of Huang Tingjian, another name Shanggu, is a native of Shusui County, Jiangxi Province. His poetry, calligraphy and painting are known as the Three Wonders. He was as famous as Su Dongpo at that time. He was also called Su Huang. Not only has a reputation for literature, but also has a filial nature, even if he became an official later. He did not change his filial piety. It is also one of the Chinese 24 filial pieties. Huang Shanggu was appointed as the Jizhou of Wuhu by the imperial court after being a scholar in the middle of the ranks. He was only 26 years old when he took office. One day, when he was sleeping at noon, he had a dream. He dreamed that he walked out of the gate of the prefectural government and went straight to a certain village. He saw an old woman standing in front of the confession outside his door, holding the fragrance, and muttering to herself, similar to calling someone's name. Huang Shanggu looked forward and saw a bowl of boiled celery noodles on the altar table. The fragrance was overflowing. Huang Shanggu unconsciously picked it up and ate it. After eating, he walked back to the government office and waited. When he woke up, the dream was still very clear. What was especially strange was that there was still a scent of celery in his mouth. Although he was puzzled, he didn't care about it. He just thought it was a dream. When he fell asleep at noon the next day, his dream was completely similar to yesterday. And the scent of celery remained on his cheeks. Huang Shanggu could not help being surprised, so he got up and walked out of the yamen, following the path he remembered in his dream. He was surprised that along the way, the scenery on the road turned out to be exactly the same as in his dream. Finally, he came to a door of someone's house, but the door was closed tightly. And Huang Shanggu went to knock on the door. A white-haired old woman came out to answer the door. Huang Shanggu asked her if anyone had shouted at the door to eat noodles in the past 2 days. The old woman replied, "Yesterday was my daughter's death day, because she liked eating celery noodles very much during her alive, so every year on her death day, I would offer a bowl of celery noodles and call her to eat." Huang Shanggu asked, "How long has your daughter passed away?" The old woman replied, "It's been 26 years. Huang Shanggu thought, "Isn't she also 26 years old? Yesterday also happened to be her birthday," so she further asked the mother-in-law about her daughter's various circumstances during her alive. The old woman said that she only had such a daughter. The daughter liked to study very much when she was born, and she believed in Buddhism and was very filial, but she refused to marry. Later, at the age of 26, she gave birth to a sick and died. At that time, she told me that she would definitely come back to see me. When Huang Shanggu entered the house, the old woman pointed to a large wooden cabinet and told him that all the books her daughter had read in her life were locked in it. But she couldn't open it because she didn't know where the key was placed. The strange thing is that Huang Shanggu suddenly remembered the location of the key, and found the key according to memory. When he opened the wooden cabinet, he found many manuscripts in it. After reading it carefully, Huang Shanggu was surprised. It turned out that he participated every time. The essays written in the exam are all in these manuscripts, and they are same. At this point, Huang Shanggu had fully understood in his heart that this old woman was the mother of his previous life. So she welcomed the old woman back to the prefectural government and take care hers for more than many years. Later, Huang Shanggu built a pavilion in the garden of Yamen. There was a sculpture of himself in the pavilion. He inscribed the stone stele and praised himself, like a monk with hair, like a vulgar to get out of the dust, dreaming in a dream. Enlightening the body. Literary scholar Yuan Mei, after hearing this story, couldn't help exclaiming, "It is too late to read the book in this life." It means that a great writer like Huang Shanggu, who is a master of poetry, calligraphy and painting, didn't just start reading in this life. He has read a lot of books in his previous life. Huang Shanggu experienced the principle of reincarnation, and went to Zen to become a vegetarian in his later years. He once wrote a poem on abstinence, "I am flesh of all living beings, with different names and bodies, just the one same, but different forms. Suffering from him, fat and sweet for me, no need for a god to decide, what do you think? Isn't life just such an accident? Everyone is standing on their own three-life stone, just forgetting their old soul."
For more updates, subscribe to our channel, click the show links and enjoy watching the videos.